I think I'm audible. Please just confirm. Am I audible?
Yes,
You are-
you are audible.
You are audible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank
Audible,
you.
sir.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I warmly welcome all the participants and eminent panelists to this digital conference being organized by CIDC. Let me briefly mention about the functioning of CPWD, though some of you may be aware about it. We are a central government organization responsible for planning, construction, and maintenance of buildings, roads, bridges, flyovers, and border roads and fencing, etc. We also make preparations for all central government functions, like most notable of them being Republic Day and Independence Day functions. We publish plinth area rates, DSR, DAR specifications, and other technical documents also, which are used by many other organizations as well. Our workload during the previous fiscal, which has just ended, was about 14,000 crore rupees. The important works which we handled and which continue even during this fiscal are IITs, IIMs, AIMS, and Central Vista project, which have together contributed about 25% of the workload. So that was about CPWD, and it is my privilege to participate in this conference. I take this opportunity to convey my warm greetings and best wishes to CIDC for taking up this initiative that focuses on the challenges posed by current pandemic. Before the pandemic, before the construction industry, which employs about 12 to 15% of the nation's working population and has multiplying effect on over 250 allied industries. I sincerely hope that the conference will open up further doors for discussion on recovery guidelines, systems, procedures, and strategies that can be adopted by the construction industry to chart the way forward to the post-COVID-19 world. I have a brief presentation, so please allow me to share that presentation. I'll share it.
Lakshmi, can you please give the screen rights?
Sorry?
No, I'm asking the host, Lakshmi. She will provide you the sharing rights.
Yes, sir. We have already given, sir.
Okay, you've given?
Yes, sir.
Jaiswal Sahib, you can share the screen.
Okay.
The request is that you can switch off your videos as well so that there is no interruption in the presentation. Kindly do so.
Okay, sir. Is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible. You can switch over to the full screen mode.
I have done it.
It is
Not
coming
visible?
on half screen. I mean, the bottom right, fourth button.
Maybe then I have to do it again.
Okay, but it is visible. We can go ahead.
Okay. So the presentation it's a very brief one. It is divided into 5 parts: introduction, challenges, coping with the COVID, strategies, and recommendations. So I've tried to make it very terse and to the point. Briefly about the introduction, we all know that it is the construction industry is second largest.
Please move the slide, sir.
Is it not visible?
It is visible, sir. It is visible. Please go ahead.
Okay. So has huge multiplier effect on the economy, and it's really very, very labor intensive industry, provides employment to about 50 million persons, both directly and indirectly, and contributes to about 8% of GDP. It was expected to grow by 7.1% annually, but definitely it has come down during the last about 1 year or so. But we hope that we hope that it will become third largest market globally by 2025.
Sir, just one suggestion. If you press F5, it will come to the full screen.
I think I have done my screen is showing full.
Okay. And
a
okay,
little
if it
bit-
is showing full screen, you can continue, but the slides are not moving. Yes, now it has started moving. This is the introduction slide. We are on the 5th slide at the moment. Yes, please.
Is it better?
Yeah, no, it is on the 5th slide. Now, previously, it was not moving. We can
Okay.
continue now.
Okay, okay. So actually we have taken up during the last about 5 years or so a lot of construction works. 100%, and government as an initiative also allowed 100% FDI under direct automatic route for urban infrastructure projects. There is one national infrastructure pipeline which has over 7,300 projects which were sanctioned for the period 2025 with an outlay of 111 lakh crore. And recently, during the last about 10 years or so, we have seen significant investment by private sectors also in housing and other projects as well. So this, in nutshell, summarizes how the construction industry affects all of us. It has some backward linkages, materials, equipment, distribution of materials, financial services. Then it directly contributes to capital investment, and it is producer of infrastructure facilities like roads, bridges, and ports. And coming to indirect contribution, produces goods and services in the entire economy, movement of goods and people, supply of utilities, and so on.
So your
Ultimately,
slides are static. You have to move them.
okay. Is it now, has it moved to COVID-19 pandemic thing with the chart?
No, it is still on introduction construction industry in India. 5th slide.
Pardon me, sir. You have to share the screen again with the full screen slide, sir.
Okay. Okay, let me do it again.
How it has moved now.
We've come to the 12th slide now. No, 7th slide.
What is the title?
Can
Title.
you see this?
Title is COVID-19 pandemic has caused unprecedented economic and social impacts.
Correct, correct. So actually, yes, I think this should move now.
Okay.
Actually, COVID-19 has thrown into disarray entire construction activities across the country. Measures taken by the government to contain the spread of virus like travel restrictions, lockdowns, social distancing, mandatory quarantine, have all resulted in shortage of materials, equipment, workmen, and such other things, all leading to unprecedented delays, disruptions, cost overruns, and uncertainties. New sets of risks and uncertainties have also led to limited activities or stoppage of projects altogether. So this in nutshell shows how we have it has impacted us so badly. Has it moved now? Next slide. Has it come to next slide?
No,
I don't know what is this.
So if you can just follow this, right at the bottom of your screen, it says 61%. There's an icon to the left of it. If you can click on that.
Actually, I'm in full screen mode. So, okay, let me, I think, do this. This appears to
No,
be
no,
the
no,
best.
no. There's an icon to the left. You see now it says 87%. There's an icon
if
to
you
the
can
left.
basically change your view, you will be able to see the fonts are pretty much clear.
Yeah.
Sir,
The
I'm
problem is the slide is not moving, sir. Now you are on 8th slide.
Sir, I'm
Adverse
sorry.
impact of COVID.
Is it okay?
Pardon,
Is
sir,
it
if I
okay?
may. Sir, you are screening another screen, sir. You are sharing another screen. Please reshare the screen with the full
What
screen.
what I will request is that I have sent this PPT. I knew that these type of problems
Sir,
come.
Lakshmi,
So-
you please share the screen.
I
with the
think that will be
PPT.
better. That will be better. To Ashutosh ji, I think I have sent it to him.
सर मैं अरेंज करवा रहा हूँ नंबर 9
Oh.
स्लाइड पे लक्ष्मी आप शेयर कर दीजिए स्क्रीन
Yes, sir. Yes.
हाँ गो टू स्लाइड नंबर 9 एंड हैव फुल स्क्रीन सर यू कैन स्टॉप स्क्रीन शेयर
Okay.
take a minute.
It will take a minute, sir.
No worries, we are waiting. In the meanwhile, गौरी शंकर दुबे जी, आपने एक सवाल पूछा था. दुबे जी, आप सुन रहे हैं? दुबे जी का एक प्रश्न आया था, व्हाट इज द प्लान ऑफ MHUA एंड CPWD? मेरा ख्याल है आप म्यूट में हैं दुबे जी.
I have 3 small questions, sir.
अभी नहीं सर, पर आपका जो पहला सवाल आया था चैट में उसका बताते हैं. MHUA का तो काफी विस्तार पूर्वक मिश्रा जी ने समझाया कि आगे की राह क्या है.
मेरा 3 क्वेश्चंस है.
सर वो बाद में करेंगे. आपका पहला क्वेश्चन जो है उसका जवाब शायद मिश्रा जी ने दे दिया और अभी जायसवाल साहब आपको प्रेजेंटेशन दिखा रहे हैं, तो वो शायद सॉल्व हो जाएगा.
So nice of you. I feel privileged. And my question was from the core of the heart.
हाँ.
A remote village person.
जी जी, आप इसीलिए उसको पूरी तवज्जो दी गई है. आपने पूछा था व्हाट इज द प्लान ऑफ MHUA एंड CPWD, तो शायद मिश्रा जी ने तो बहुत ही विस्तार पूर्वक जवाब आपको बताया और जायसवाल साहब भी देखिए प्रेजेंटेशन के माध्यम से आपके सवाल का जवाब देने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
In fact, I will add that my presentation is confined to practical aspects of it, what we have been doing so far. So it will be useful and maybe it will give answer to his question as well.
Yes, sir. लक्ष्मी, समय लग रहा है?
सर बस 1 मिनट सर.
अच्छा,
सेवेंथ मिनट.
आ गया क्या?
यस सर.
ये मैंने शेयर कर दिया है उनका प्रेजेंटेशन. सर इस स्लाइड पे थे आप?
जी जी जी, ठीक है. ये
आप शुरू कर दीजिए.
So the effect is, or the challenges which the COVID has posed before us are delays and uncertainties in completion of all projects. There are cost overruns. There are additional cost of implementing COVID-19 safety protocols. Then everybody expects that there will be disputes and claims as well. And it is also a challenge that how do we deal with it? Just a minute, go back. How do we deal with such cases in future? So we must have certain provisions in the contracts as well. Next one, please. So how do we cope with it? That is the problem I think our friend posed. And here is the answer, that pre-construction activities, these things can be done remotely. Nowadays, all tools are available. In fact, we are already doing it, but on a much lower scale. So now we'll have to adapt to such working, and we'll have to make use of artificial intelligence, computers, BIM, drones, and so on. IoT also is one of the recent technologies which can be used effectively. Next. The next important issue is health management. So health and safety of the workforce, and equally for supervisors, engineers, architects, and others who are involved with the execution of project, and then strict implementation of COVID-19 protocols like masking, social distancing. So here are some photographs from our sites, work sites, which we have adopted. You can see it, that what are those measures. Next, please. Here also thermal screening, isolation ward, then hygiene, sanitization, daily orientation, where you can see all the workforce are using helmets, they are masked, they are following social distancing, and on a daily basis there is COVID-19 awareness training also. Please move. Then we need to improve upon the work environment as well, again with reference to their health and safety of all the persons concerned with the execution. So cleanliness, temperature control, humidity, lighting, these facilities which were not considered that important earlier, now will have to take due care of to provide good working environment to the workers, so that they are really encouraged to stay at site and work. Next. So these are the facilities which are creche also, you can see notice boards are there, canteen services, then we have provided isolation wards also. So these facilities are very important and must be provided. Next, please. So here you can see what those training part, potable water, waste disposal, meals, and those things again emphasized in these photographs. The third problem was, our third challenge was supply chain disruptions. So what we are doing is maximum procurement and identification of new potential or alternate sources for future procurements, use of factory-made products, use of precast and pre-engineered building components, increased automation and mechanization. So we are switching over gradually, and we are also into new technologies like precast. Next one, please. Monolithic construction, tunnel form, precast concrete construction, light gauge steel frame systems, and pre-engineered buildings. All this we have adopted during the last about a year or so. So that is how I must say we have coped with the situation. Next one. Next, please. Of course, one thing I must add, that if labor is not available, which happened during the initial parts of the first wave in the month of March and April, so most of the projects were halted because it was a different situation then. But this time it is different. With the help of incentives and facilities, we have been able to discourage migration. You can see so many facilities have been created at work sites, including doctors, ambulance. So they know that they are better off at work sites rather than exposing themselves while traveling and going to villages where these facilities are not really available. So we are also into vaccination. So we are trying to get them vaccinated as much as possible so that they feel safe also. Next one. So remote working with the, I think I touched upon it earlier, that emails, Microsoft project, Google meeting, all this we are doing. In fact, this conference itself is one such example. So this is being adopted more and more frequently in our project management as well. Next, please. So this is also a similar thing, that we are using computer technology for documentation and decision making, project management remotely. Next, please. So next one is this is about new work culture. What is that new work culture? Is that we are indulging into collaboration, acceptance of digital culture, building trust and resilience among various teams. In fact, it is more on human behavioral aspect, like humility, empathy, regular contacts, and openness among team members, so that we work as a cohesive team, and we know that we are all together in this time of crisis. So what are the strategies are described in next few slides. So number one is enabling environment for construction industry. So first one, residential camp at site for the workforce, health and family welfare and welfare measures at site, strict implementation of COVID-19 safety protocols, incentives in cash and kind for retention of workforce. This, we found that this is one of the very important aspects because the workforce was not willing to stay initially. Maybe it is a more of psychology rather than anything else. But when we told them that we will provide you with tests, vaccination, and we will give you meals also, and to top it all, incentives in cash and kind. So they have agreed. In fact, there has been some increase also in recent times. Skilling of workforce is another very important factor. CIDC is already engaged. It is not directly connected with the COVID-19 strategy, but we know that skilling pays in many ways, and it is good that if we skill those workers, not only our quality of workmanship, but also they will act as national asset, and they will be available for construction industry as such. So that skilling also becomes very important factor. Then digital automation, use of equipment and computer to perform tasks without human control. Artificial intelligence to optimize process-driven operations, drones or UAVs for site survey, use of BIM and AI-powered software, physical robots to accomplish tasks which were typically performed by humans. Gradually, these may seem to be somewhat futuristic, but they are likely to come very soon. Maybe I expect that 2 or 3 years it will be all here. We are already using IoT-based technology for one of our projects in Delhi. Next one, please. Then we'll have to move to offsite and factory-made components for speedier construction and better quality control, for less dependence on labor, and it will be easy to manage disruption in supply chain also. Next one, please. Then I feel that some government support and initiatives will also go a long way in tiding over the situation. These are reduction in GST on building materials to offset increase in cost, reduction in import duty to control prices. Recently, we have seen large spurt in prices, reduction in interest rate on mobilization advance. We are still charging somewhere in the range of 11%, 12%. Then reduced earnest money and performance guarantee. Of course, Government of India has come with a notification which has eliminated depositing earnest money, and performance guarantee also has been reduced to 3% from 5% earlier, which was the norm with construction industry. So maybe it could be reduced further also. The next set of recommendation is that provide residence and welfare measures for workforce at site. Implement COVID-19 safety protocols very strictly. Provide incentives and medical facility. This is summary of what we have been doing so far. Invest in skilling of workforce. Allow remote working, switch over to factory-made products and precast components, adopt mechanization for speed and less dependence on labor, use digital and AI technology in planning, design, and construction as well. Then we have additional recommendations for ongoing projects because COVID has affected the economy very badly. So we'll have to ascertain the financial and physical viability of the projects before it can be resumed. Then we'll have to prioritize projects also based on geographical spread of COVID-19, availability of workforce, materials, all those factors which are very relevant to prioritize a project. Then we have to build resilience for future emergencies. Like as I told you, finding alternate sources of supply chain. Minimize disputes and claims. This is one very important topic which will need a lot of further deliberation, because it is not one way idea. It has to be from both the contracting parties, and our contractors have a big role also to play here. Then government support and initiatives, as I mentioned, reduction in interest rates, GST, import duty, reduced earnest money, and performance guarantee. So together we can make a lot of difference. This is the end. Thank you very much. But before I conclude, I must say that CIDC has initiated discussion on very contemporary and relevant issue. The pandemic has hit all of us very hard, but we have taken this challenge as an opportunity to find and adapt to new methods of working. Health and welfare of our workforce has emerged at the top priority area, as we have seen earlier. But adopting new materials and construction technologies, remote working, use of AI and digital technology will soon become construction norms. So we will eagerly await the outcome of today's deliberations, and I assure you we will take steps to implement them as early as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jaiswal sir. Thank you so much for the wonderful